Welcome back, everybody, back to the Today we're going to be talking about where to spend most of your time farming and your ether, right? Let's get right into it, right? We're going to be all talking about just farming, and what to basically use your ether on, and then what to do after you do spend on your ether, especially if you are free to play, right? I am currently refreshing my energy because, again, I did re-roll for this account I do have on the screen. It is an account I re-rolled on live stream. Of course, I just been busy with work and all that stuff, so I am refreshing my energy to basically go ahead and farm even more. If you are free to play, I don't really recommend that. I will be using my crystals as well to burn into whenever I do go more farming after I've done recording this. But if you are free to play, I would recommend just save your crystals. Don't waste them. If you want to speed up your process in terms of farming, all power to you, but I don't really recommend that, right? And honestly, what's the point? What's the rush? Take your sweet time, enjoy the game, play the game at your own pace. You don't need to rush. If you want to, all power to you, right? But again, let's dive right into it. So, for me personally, what I am currently farming up right now is the promotion materials. I already have my first team done, which is going to be Hugo, Tressa, and Mika. They are pretty much good, as you can tell. I am almost level 30, so once I do get to level 30, I will be able to make these characters level 40. So therefore, I'm already farming up the promotion materials. On top of that, I am also working on their potential. Really want to do this. This is very important. You want to work on. Now, in terms of the actual gear itself, I'm going to talk about this very quickly. I do not think gear is that important early on. I recommend farming a set just to throw on your character and wait till later on to actually start focusing on the actual gear itself, which is aka memory fragments, right? They are going to help, but let's be honest here, they're not going to give it that much stats. I mean, let's look at this, right? I have a 2 set on right now. I mean, I got some nice additional attacks and all that from just the gear I have in general, but it doesn't really do that much, and I don't really think it's that important to farm early on. Later on, sure, but right now, there's just so much other things to really farm, especially with your ether being so limited, and it costs kind of a lot to really go ahead and farm. But that's my whole opinion on this memory fragments. Just get enough to have a set on everybody, and then you'll be good to go. Yeah, I haven't even done on Hugo. But let's be honest, Hugo doesn't even need it. But I mainly just got it for Mika and Tressa, and after that, I'm using my other elsewhere, right? Because again, potential does cost a lot. The promotion materials costs a lot as well on top of that. So like, this, you need so much ether to use on all and farm all these materials. I really don't recommend farming the gear right away, personally, right? So, after you do that, of course, you have one team here. Now, on top of that, you have to go work on another team. Because, yes, you do need 2 main teams. So, I would really recommend throwing most of your ether into simulation and into the combatant, right? It's very important. Throwing it in here, and then once you're done there with your 6 units, you come over here to the potential and start farming what you do need here. I highly recommend this. Highly. I would not even touch the memory fragments. Again, I would just go in there, get what you need real quick, and you're done. Partners, I mean, yeah, you're going to have to touch a little bit of it, but I do have this on the lower scale compared to the combatants, the potential. This is just so much lower, in my opinion. It really is, right? Now, I do have this as unlocking at level 30, but I'll talk about that later on once I do get there, right? Not talking about that in this video, but I do think combatant's potential is where more than likely you will be dumping your ether about 99% of the time, especially if you are free to play, right? Let's be honest, I have 240. Everyone has 240. You come over here, you do a combatant run, and this thing costs 60 to do 3 attempts. And guess what? It's still going to cost a lot of materials and ether to just get some stuff I need. Again, it's going to cost a lot. It is going to take a while, but I highly recommend just farming those first. It is very important. That's the most bang for your buck, especially since it is a little bit more... Again, it's a PvE only game, right? There's no PvP. So like I said earlier, take your time. Now, once you are done with your ether, I actually would recommend farming Chaos. Chaos, in my opinion, is very good in terms of setting up your decks and all that, because that's how you get the best cards for your set of characters. You have to come over here to Chaos, and this is where you get some of the most insane cards, especially when it comes to Epiphanies as well. So let's come over here and look at City of Mist. Now, I've gotten some insane upgrades for my team just from Chaos. Again, Chaos is... people may not like it. People may not like Chaos because how long it takes. But I would really recommend doing it, right? Yeah, some people say skip it. Don't waste your time farming it. But honestly, in my opinion, Chaos, for me personally, is some of the most fun in the game. Especially once you do run out of Aether, there's only so much you could potentially do before just logging off the game and just come back later on. Chaos is super fun. It allows you to play with so many characters. This game, you can do whatever you want to use. You can literally use whatever. Right? But again, you are mainly farming Chaos to get better decks or for fun, right? Because of course, once you get the better decks, it does make your life much easier. Look at this Tressa build. This is an insane Tressa build. I would not have this build unless you go farm Chaos. Hugo, same thing. Mika, same thing. But there is a problem when it does come to Chaos, is that the save data is very, very low. Of course, I think over here at 40, it does say normal, so I think it's fine at level 40 to farm it. But keep in mind, if you are farming 3 and under, there's a potential chance that you will not keep all your cards. Keep that in mind. Because of how the game works in terms of your save data, reaching a certain cap, we don't really know how it works fully, but the way it really works is that the save data down here is basically telling you you're going to have a low chance of saving all your cards. That's literally what happens, right? I had so much better cards in my decks, but since I was, at a lower level in terms of farming, I did not have a higher chance to save my data. Therefore, I did lose some Epiphany upgrades that I did get along the way. I got rid of my Dagger Throw. I got rid of one of them, or two of them actually. I don't remember what I did. I got rid of this one, and I had something else. But of course, when I was done, I had this in my deck. Same thing with Hugo. I had the God cards, but I lost them. And Mika, same situation. I had a duplicate of the... which one is it? I think it's going to be this one. Had a duplicate of this, but I lost this as well. So just keep that in mind if you're playing Chaos. It is RNG if you're farming 3 or under in terms of your save data. But I do highly recommend farming Chaos. It does take time, but... that is going to be the best bang for your buck in terms of coming to farm. Now, be careful in terms of collecting the loot. You can only collect it, I think it's going to be like 4 times a week, I think. Right? I'm pretty sure it's 4 times a week in terms of where you can collect. But if you are closer to like level 40, 50, etc., I would pretty much just wait on it. Right? But that's pretty much the gist of it in terms of what you really should be farming. Again, I don't really think gear is that important right now currently. I would mainly just farm potentials, your stuff to upgrade your characters to certain levels. Because again, you need 6 characters. And if you are free to play and not burning your Aether or wasting refreshes and all that, it's kind of steep, right? But other than that though, I do think this is going to be the best way to start farming. Again, there are some stuff I do unlock at level 30 and 40. But I'll talk about that later on when I do get there, which is more than likely within like the next hour or so, because I'm going to start farming right after this is over. But other than that though, if you have any other tips, let them know down below, because other people will watch the video as well. So maybe something I didn't mention that you do is very, very good. But other than that though, thanks for watching the video. Hope you have a good day, and peace out.